Welcome to Breakfast Java. In this video, we are going to discuss about one of the structural design pattern called Flyweight design pattern. Flyweight design pattern is basically used to reduce the number of objects created and to decrease the memory footprint and increase the performance. And this is basically, as we said, I already said that structural design pattern. So it is basically used to structure the object creation and decrease the resources used in creation of object. So flyweight design pattern basically where in what conditions we have to use. Wherever in our application there is a huge number of objects we need to be create, and that will may cause the memory issue or a performance issue. So in that case we have to use the flyweight design pattern, and if there is a possibility that there is a huge number of similar kind of object we need to create it. So in that case, to avoid such conditions, we will use the flyweight design pattern. So for the implementation of this flyweight design pattern, I have taken one Java project where I have created one main class, and I'm taking an example. For that, what I'll do, firstly I'll create one interface, and that interface is basically called a shape. So this shape have only one method, that is called draw. And now we are going to create the implementation for this shape interface, and for that we are taking an example of triangle. So we are going to implement this, and here shape, providing an implementation. But before that we need to create some measurements like x, y, z. So there, as we know that a triangle is the combination of three lines. So I have taken an coordinate for all three lines x, y, z, and for that I'm taking one more coordinate, which is basically filling the color, and for that I am creating one constructor, and in this constructor I'm passing and initializing this color, not other things. So desktop color equal to color, and here what I'll do next, we will provide the setter of all these three fields so that we can make it for color. I don't need to provide a setter. We can initialize by constructor. So here we have created a setter for that, and in this draw method what I'll do, I'll just simply print that all the coordinates of triangle. So triangle have color with dimensions X, Y, and Z. So that's it for triangle. Shape this. Okay. Now I have to create one class that is basically denoting the flyweight pattern. So I'm giving a name as shape flyweight. And in this class, basically what I'll do, I'll just create one method which is a static method which is returning a shape type of and get triangle. And here in this method I'm passing the color of triangle, which color triangle you want. And here what I'll do, I'll create one reference, and one more thing I'll do, that is we will create one private static final type of triangle map, which is basically a hash map. This is of string, and this is of triangle. And here what I'll do, I'll take an object by using color, and after that I'll check that if this triangle is equal to null. In that case what I'll do, I'll add this triangle in this map. So what I'll do, I'll create a new triangle with same color and then add it to it. And then after I'll return this triangle. So this is basically what happening. We said that Flyweight basically reduce the creation of object, right? So it is basically what is happened. Whenever there is an object of a specific type is created, it is basically saving into this map. so that another time when the same type of object need to be created, same type of triangle with the same colors need to be created, it is checked that if this triangle map have that same type of object, it will not creating an object, it will directly returning that object. Else it will create an object and then after it put it into a map and then after returning that object. So simple way we can manage the object creation and reducing the number of object creation. Let's just check with that. So what I'll do here, okay, so I'll create one list and in this list what I'll do, and I'm passing some values like blue, green, yellow, red, white. And what I'll do for these, I'm going to create an object. So for that what I'll do, I have to call this method get triangle and pass this color. Simple. And yeah, so either we can make it as shape and that we can print it. Don't require to print it, we actually can just draw it. So that way all the triangle will be drawn. And yeah, that's it. Just run it. Let me just print something so that we can identify that triangle is creating now. For that what I'll do, anyway when the draw color is something, it will print the coordinates of that. So yeah, we can run that. Yeah, as you can see that this blue, green, yellow, red and white, all these colors are created. And now if we make this as let me do one more thing. Okay, so what I'll do, I'll create just print color in this constructor to check that how many times for a single color this constructor will called. And what I'll do, I'll pass this red and white again in this array. So now this array having a 7 elements, so this particular code will code block will run 7 times, but how many times this color will be printed and how many objects will be created. Let's see that. See, if you can see that blue, green, yellow, red and white. After this, these three were written again, but this statement which is we have written in the constructor is not calling. That means this particular code block runs and it will return from object from this map. So not calling or not creating a new object for the same color. So that way the flyweight design pattern basically works, and it is a very important design pattern where the number of objects creation is huge, and it will impact the memory and the performance also. So there we can use the flyweight design pattern to make our application performance improved. Yeah, that's it for this video. If you like this video, please subscribe my channel and like this video. Thank you.